Hi, Sagittarius. How are you? Welcome to your December reading, mid-December reading. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Thanks for your likes and your shares and your subscribes as well. I really appreciate it. Okay, Sagittarius, let's get started. We are in your season. We love your season. I'm a fellow fire sign, so just love the energy. Always love the energy. Okay, what else? I'm doing extended this month, so that link's below. I'm also offering through December 31st discounts on my private readings. So the updated prices are on my website. Just click on the booking site. And then also in conjunction with the discounted prices, I'm also offering them to be delivered within 24 hours. So yay, that's awesome. So when you go there, just click on the time. Don't worry about what time. You'll just get it within 24 hours or, within 24 hours. Okay. All right, let's get started. Spirit and universe, what are the messages for my dear Sagittarius in their life and love for December? Okay, let's get started. I'm using the Witch's Tarot. All right out of the gate, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, can you see that? Seven of Wands. Defenses are up. Why? The Last Judgment. Let's see what's next. I want to say your defenses are up because you're needing some sort of answer. Something's come to illumination. Something's been illuminated, a secret. If this is a love reading, you found something out. You're not so happy about it. Defenses are up. Okay, the significator card for that row, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. Okay, so somebody did something. Somebody did something. You found out. You are not happy. You are not happy, okay? What's underneath that? The High Priestess. This is something, they did something. You were speculating that they were doing something. You found it out, all right? And you knew all along. I don't know if you can see that. You kind of knew this was taking place. Not happy about it. Nope. Nope, nope. Oh, and what's underneath that too is the Seven of Cups reverse. So you're kind of feeling, excuse me, you're kind of feeling like they didn't really leave you any option now of how to act, how to react. Feeling a little stuck there because of something they did. It has caused a great deal of confusion and uncertainty. All right, stop there with the bottom of the deck. Let's talk about this. The significator card is the Seven of Pentacles. So here you are. You've gotten to a place with the person, maybe a relationship, with work. You've gotten to this place. You see the fruits of your labor. You're feeling good about what you've done, but really, like, now there's this sense of, because something happened, you found something out that you're not happy about. Now there's this sense of, like, is it worth it? Okay, it is worth it. We do know we've cultivated this, we've grown this. You're tired. Do you keep going to get to the Ten of Pentacles? These are questions you're asking yourself, but not really. Like, they're not really questions you're asking yourself. You kind of feel like whatever you found out, whatever you're not liking about the situation, it's going to cause an outcome that you feel you wish you would have had a different option in there. Okay. Defenses are up. Let's look. Let's continue. Page of Pentacles. You're feeling like you don't even want to talk about it because you're not sure if you do talk about it, if they're going to even be honest. Pentacles have this air of honesty, loyalty, doing what's right, doing the right thing. These are all characteristics of the archetype of the Pentacles, this wholesomeness, right? So you don't really even feel like talking about it because I think you're not really feeling like you can trust whatever they're going to say anyway. So it's like, what's the point? That's your mindset. What's next? King of Pentacles reverse, center of the reading. Oh, by the way, I'm doing a 9-card spread. All right, so center of the reading. Pentacles reversed. Now you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Could be dealing with an earth sign. They're all out of sorts now too, because if you found something out, even if you're jumping to conclusion in their mind, even if you're jumping to conclusions, it's throwing them for a loop too. So this is something that has been dishonest, and they know it. Now keep in mind, these energies can be flipped. If you're cross-watching, these energies can be flipped. Okay. Two of Wands. Yes. Now you're asking, where do I go from here? Where do we go from here? Because I thought we were on a certain path. Now I'm feeling alone in that path. Now I don't know if I want you to come with me on this walk through life. Right? If this is a love relationship, if this is a work relationship, can I trust you? Can I trust you to continue doing this, working on this project with me? Can I trust that you're going to get this done? Can I trust? That's what you're asking yourself. Okay. I thought we were doing all of these things to bring us here so we could go here together as a group, as a friendship. But now I kind of feel a little bit left in the lurches. But don't worry. See this little cat here? He always has a support group. There's always confidants along the way, right? There's always people, animals, even in scenarios that they're going to have your back. Even if that person didn't, you have a support system. So don't ever forget that, Sagittarius. Okay, what's the significator of this row? I should have probably started there. Queen of Swords, reversed. Manipulation, deceit, all right? Lack of emotion. So let me look at these. And I'm going to pan the camera down so you can see the cards also in a minute. Get my blanket. I'm cold. I'm cold like the Queen of Swords, the Ice Queen. Okay, now she's over here being the significator, looking, upside down, looking back at this big mess up. Not really wanting to acknowledge that they left you in the lurches. Something's not wanting to acknowledge and not wanting to be honest in the communication. But look, right? Here's the thing. See how the King of Pentacles is looking over here? Okay, this is like, I messed up. I know we need to talk about it. I'm not ready. They're not going to want to talk to me about it anyway. And you're over here like, where do we go from here? You left me no choices. There was deceit. There was manipulation. It's not feeling so good. New beginnings, passion. Could be with a fire sign. Could be with this other person or these people. There will be new beginnings. There will be initiation. You might have to be the one to initiate it though. Because if you're not wanting to talk about it, if you're not wanting to have open, honest conversation about it, they probably won't initiate it. That's what this is saying. You might have to be the one to initiate it. As angry and frustrated as you are, even if you feel like you don't have any choice in the matter, right? And the only way to clear this up, Ace of Swords reversed, and I think you know this, is to start having that conversation. Even if the conversation is, get out of here, I'm not dealing with the likes of you. Okay. Next, Four of Pentacles. There is a tendency to pull back. There's a tendency to withhold. There's a tendency to stop giving, stop being available. But that can't work. Now, you really could be dealing with an earth sign here that's doing this to you. The only way to pull this energy out of what they're doing is to start having the conversation, take the action. All right? I'm really interested. I'm finishing these off today, and then I'm going right into the annuals. So later this week, hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday, all the 2020 year in review readings will be done and uploaded. So I'm really curious how this is going to play out, because we're looking at a fairly short time frame here, a month, month and a half-ish, all right? So curious how this is going to play out for you. You're going to have to pull them out, pull them out, pull them out. They have to admit it, come clean, have an honest heart-to-heart conversation. That will, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to fix anything, but you will at least feel vindicated. Okay, what's next? Knight of Pentacles. Slowly, here they come. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You initiate, start pulling them out of their, they back way off. You're going to start pulling them out of that. Then they're going to start doing the initiating. They're going to start taking action. There's always this weird dynamic in relationships, right? And it's good. It's healthy. But when you really need something from someone and they need a little coaxing, right? Sometimes they just need a little coaxing. Because sometimes that will tell them that, that you care enough to want to pull that out of them or pull them out of their funk. Now, be a little conscientious of what I just said too, because, somebody messed up. Okay, it's not sitting well with you. It's caused all sorts of frustration and confusion with you. So that being said, how much repair work do you want to do on this? Okay, but on the flip side, they might need to know that you want to fix this in order for them to stand up and take ownership. All right, sometimes in some energies, that makes them feel like you care enough about the relationship, you care enough about the friendship that you want to actually force them to kind of have that conversation. All right. I feel like this is going so fast. Oh, not too fast. Okay, significator card on this row, Two of Swords. This is something neither of you want to deal with. This is a conversation. These are thoughts that neither of you want to deal with. All right. You're not wanting to face it. They're not wanting to face it. If the initiation really does need to come from you, Sagittarius, it's going to feel good. You'll get out of this energy, Two of Swords energy. You're going to get out of that energy just by the approach. It will start to shift once you do that. Okay. Now, I'm going to pan the camera down so you can see these. We're going to pull a couple clarifiers. We'll do some outcome, and then we'll get into the extended, and we'll go from here, okay? I love you. See you in a second. Okay. Saggies, you see this? This isn't fun. This is not fun, right? No, thank you. Let me do this. Okay, no, thank you. Who needs to deal with this crap? Okay, obviously your defenses are up. Obviously your barriers are up. Okay, obviously you got some big answer that came out of nowhere, and it really came out of nowhere. Like something big was illuminated and it just kind of stopped you in your tracks. Here they are being shifty, right? Puffing their chest out. I'm all logic. I'm all analytics. I'm all data. I'm not wrong. Okay, but really they're facing this whole thing being like, crap, right? I put them in the lurches. I know better. I know we need to talk about it. If only they would come and talk to me, maybe I'll start opening up. Like, I don't feel like it, but maybe that's what I need to be able to want to fix this. Okay, I don't want to deal with this. And you're like, I shouldn't have to deal with this. Rawr, right? Let's pull a couple clarifiers, and then we'll do the outcome, and then we'll get into the extended. What do we need to clarify? Obviously, the moon. We're going to do one on here, one on here. Let's do 3 clarifiers, okay? One on the final judgment, one on the moon reversed, and one on this Queen of Swords. And we'll do the rest in the extended. Okay, Spirit and universe, what are the clarifying messages for the final judgment? The moon and the Queen of Swords reversed. What are the clarifiers for these? The moon reversed and the Queen of Swords. 2 more shuffles off the top of the deck. That's 1 and 2. The moon reverse clarified by the Knight of Swords. Okay, that's very interesting. Can you see that? Yes. And then we have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, strength. Oops. Bottom of the deck, strength. Okay. You've got this. Do they? You've got this. Do they? Right? To clarify the final judgment with the Six of Pentacles reversed. Typically, the Six of Pentacles means, a lack of giving and receiving, a lack of equality. So we already know something happened. We already know that there is a lack of equality, a lack of giving and taking. So this can either mean that you need to receive more, they need to give more, or it can also mean that you're recognizing that there's an imbalance, and now what are you going to do about it? Okay. Now, what's very interesting is this Knight of Swords clarifying the moon, because when we have the moon reversed, something found out, some big secret came to light, and nobody's doing anything. Okay, this may have just happened. So there's like a standstill. Nobody's rushing to try to explain themselves because they know they've been found out. Nobody's rushing to try to, nobody's rushing in. And what I think they're kind of misinterpreting what you need. And so, because you're the one that's listening to this reading, it is basically kind of up to you. And again, these energies can be flipped, but it basically kind of is left up to you to come into the picture and start the conversation and take the action to open them up and to get them to take the appropriate actions, because they're just at a standstill here. And they're kind of failing to realize that what you need is for them to do that. So if you're wanting this to proceed, which you're getting tired of the BS here, you're at a standstill. But if you want this to proceed, because remember, there's a lot of good here, you are going to have to be the one to take the action. Now, Five of Wands, what I like about this card here, what I don't like about this card is there's a lack of an internal battle. So there's deflecting, there's not wanting to take accountability or responsibility for the actions that were taken, right? Maybe even still trying to cover it up, even though it's very obvious. It's very obvious. It's been found out, but not wanting to open up and say, I messed up, I'm sorry. They might just be trying to cover it up. It's like, well, you did this and you did this, trying to push all these facts on you leading up to this moment as if some external force or you were the cause. Whereas if this were upright, they'd be taking a look and be like, oh, they'd have an internal battle about what to do. What should I do? What should I say? I think I really hurt them. That's not taking place. So this is a problem. We're going to focus on this in the extended. All right, let's do some outcome. I'm going to leave this over here because it was bottom of the deck. Spirit and Universe, what are 3 outcome messages for Sagittarius? 3 outcome messages for Sagittarius. What are the outcome messages for this reading? King of Cups reverse, 5 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so first of all, again with the deceit, again with the manipulation, okay? Not only are they really trying to act like nothing happened, but maybe trying to push blame on you. And I like my readings to be a little bit like more elevated than he said, he pointing fingers and she did this, but this is kind of like going down this direction, which means, you're probably really upset and hurt about this. Definitely feeling left out in the cold. Definitely feeling like you're not being taken into account. And in some way, they might be trying to deflect this and letting you feel that way. By letting you feel that way, which makes it all worse. Okay, we have Three big reversals here that have to do with lying, manipulation, cheating, okay? Mental manipulation, emotional manipulation, deceit. Oh my goodness. Okay, the King of Cups can be very, very, very sneaky, watery energy when they're not being their best self. Okay, Eight of Wands, there's going to be a lot of rapid communication about it. Now, the key here, the most positive thing here about this whole reading is that you actually have, the ball is it's in their court, but they're not going to do anything unless you do something. Again, they might need that though. But the ones are always so positive. So here you are trying to be positive, trying to work this out, trying to have open communication, trying to really understand where they are coming from. There's going to be a lot of really quick communication. It's going to start off very slow. Then the communication is going to get much, much better. And then you're going to start really seeing these actions. Okay, so it's going to get better. They might really not understand kind of the emotional predicament that they're putting you in either. So it's going to be up to you to calmly and clearly explain how this action made you feel and why you're reacting the way that you're reacting. Okay, let's get into the extended and pull an oracle card there, and then we'll go from there. If you don't do that, or get private readings are also available, but then be sure to watch your 2020 annual. That's coming right up. Okay. All right. I love you so much. And then also I'm going to be doing an X spread as well. So that's going to be coming up later this week too. Okay. So this could turn into that type of a situation, possibly, hopefully not. But that information will be there for you as well. Okay. I love you, Sagittarius. I will talk to you in a few. Bye.